good, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Malia. I am by myself. Anthony has brought it up that he wanted to start YouTube again. It's gonna be 2 years since we last posted our YouTube video. I was very iffy about it. Just the fact that, like, I don't know. There's multiple reasons why I really didn't want to do it, but I was like, you know what? I'll make a YouTube video today. I'll give, life updates in the past 2 years, kind of. I have them written down on the iPad. It's probably going to be all over the place. Got to get back into the hang of putting a camera in front of my face and putting it out to the world for everyone to see it and, do what they always do. And, yeah. So, I think the last video we recorded was when we went to Hershey Park in April, but I could be wrong. I don't know. If you see me look out the window, it's because I'm trying to think. There's some exciting news there, at least to me, that most people know. Most people don't, but so let's get into it, I guess. So in November of 2021, November of 2021, me and Anthony broke up. I broke up with him because I didn't think the relationship was what it was before. Things just weren't the same. It was very toxic, stressful, emotional, yeah. So it was definitely hurt him. It hurt both of us, but I thought it was best that I do what I had to do. Yeah. So I was single. I don't know about him. He went and did his own thing. Like I said, we cut all ties. So in December, the end of December, I had got into another relationship with another person. If you know, you know. If you don't, then I guess you're never gonna find out. So got into another relationship with someone. Wasn't really what I wanted, but I don't know. I guess what everyone had told me was I'm the type of person that cannot be alone, and that's why I did what I did. But others think otherwise. I don't really care what other people think because it wasn't their relationship. They weren't in the relationship. What I can say was I was very mean to this person because I really just didn't take our relationship seriously, I guess. I guess the love wasn't there. I think I wanted more of a friendship, someone to be there, that type of thing. I don't know. But I'm not going to go into much detail about a lot of things. So, yeah, that was that. In February, me and Anthony kind of reconnected. My family didn't approve, I guess. Didn't really like Anthony because of what had happened when we broke up in November. A lot of shit happened. But we're all human. We all make mistakes, I guess. That's how I look at it. So some of my family didn't like the fact that I was getting back together with Anthony, so we kind of kept it low-key. We didn't really want people to know, but we did. So I wouldn't say we really got back together. We were kind of just, talking, hanging out, And then, March, same thing. We would talk to each other, then we wouldn't, then we would. Still see each other. Family really didn't know. They found out. Let me just say that. They found out. But, again, I was 18. I'm now 19, so I am an adult. I can do what I want. I guess other people didn't see it like that. But that's them. But when me and Anthony decided to break up for good, I don't want to say for good, but when we decided to like really like stop talking to each other, I did start drinking alcohol quite a bit. Not saying that I'm proud of it. I keep saying and I don't know why. I guess I don't know, okay? I don't know. So I started drinking alcohol quite a bit. Partying was the main thing on my mind. Like, didn't care. I'm single. I'm gonna do what I want, and alcohol was the main source of taking away the feelings and everything else, and yeah. So on April 27th, I, was getting ready because we were leaving for vacation. We were going to Dover, and something told me to take a pregnancy test. Take it now. So I was laying in bed and I had to work. At the time, I worked at the car wash. So I had like maybe a half an hour before I had to be there. So I had 2 pregnancy tests at my house, I think, or 1. So I took it, and like immediately the 2 lines showed up, and I started crying. I called my aunt and I was like, just took a pregnancy test, I'm pregnant, and I was seeing the person that I got into a relationship with in December. So I told him, and then I called Anthony, and I was like, I'm pregnant, and Anthony like cared, but he didn't, because at the same time we really weren't together. But to me, I still looked at Anthony like a best friend. Like, me and Anthony, if we would have never broke up, it would have been 6 years in June. So to me, Anthony was still my best friend. Anthony was still the person that if something was wrong, I could call him. Whether he cared or not, I could call him. So, like, that was what I had to do. I had to call him and tell him. So my aunt said, go to Walmart and get a digital pregnancy test and take that and let me know what it says. So she was at work. So went to Walmart, got the clear blue, took that, and it said pregnant. So now I was like, fuck, my life. Like, I'm 18 years old. Like, why did I do this to myself? Why? Because I stopped my birth control September of 21. So I was like, why? So, didn't know how to tell my grandmother, but she needed to know before we went on vacation. So I was trying to figure it out. Like, I called my aunt and I was like, how do I tell her? Like, can I come to your house and you call her and like you tell her, or this and that? So went there, she called her. My grandmother came because my aunt lived down the road from us at the time. So she called her, my grandmother came down, and she was like, okay, tell her. And I was like, I can't. So she was like, alright, I'm gonna say it. Malia's pregnant. So, my grandmother wasn't mad, because if you don't know, when my mom passed away in 2017, my grandma stepped up and took care of me and my brother. So my grandmother has taken care of me from 17 to, like, she's still in my life now. Like, she still helps if I need help, like this and that. So, and my dad still is in my life too. If you see me moving, it's because this chair is really uncomfortable. But anyways, so I tell her she's not mad, but she is, but you know how every parent would react when their 18-year-old child that still lives at home, still really hasn't grown up, is pregnant. So then she has me call like all my other aunts to tell them. Let me just say this. I told my dad that day when I found out, because my dad was my boss at the car wash, so I had to get it off I had to tell my, dad, because he is my parent. He wasn't mad, he was excited, but because of the situation I was in that I'm not going into details with, it was very stressful on everybody. And yeah. So anyway, so call my aunts, tell them, she tells my grandfather, and so be it. So we go on about our day, like, yes, I'm pregnant. Did I take the pregnancy seriously? No, because of the situation I was in, and just really didn't feel like it was meant to be. So during that time of pregnancy, I was very depressed. There's many nights I sat in my car and cried. There's many times where I just wanted to pick up a bottle of alcohol and drink it while I was pregnant, not caring, but did I know, because I knew that I was growing a human being inside of me, and I couldn't do that. On May 3rd, Anthony got a new girlfriend. He kind of went his separate ways, like, May 3rd, like, okay, so let me, backtrack. So when I found out I was pregnant, we were leaving to go to Dover, I don't know, 2 days. So when I got back, because, what I thought me and Anthony were still, talking, whatever. So when I got back from Dover and I found out he had a new girlfriend, I was devastated. And that really set my depression off completely. I don't know why, because, like I said, I got into another relationship basically a month after we broke up. So I don't know why, but I did some, terrible things. Probably shouldn't have. But like I said, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And then on May 13th, I woke up, went to the bathroom and seen that I was bleeding. And I was like, I don't think this is normal. And so I called my aunt, because she used to be an ultrasound tech, so I, explained to her, I woke up, went to the bathroom, and there was blood, and she told me to call my OBGYN, so I called them, and they said to go to the emergency room, so I went to the emergency room, and I think I was 5 weeks or something when I went there. So they did an ultrasound. I don't know, I think they just did a lot of testing. They tested my urine, they took a lot of blood. The ultrasound, she said the ultrasound looked normal for 5 weeks, because when you're 5 weeks, supposedly you only have a sac, there's no actual fetus in there, but I've heard otherwise. I don't know. So I don't know how to say this without people taking it the wrong way, because to me, it was kind of whatever. Everything happens for, that's how I looked at it. Everything happens for a reason. God knows what he's doing. Clearly it wasn't the right time, and that's that. So I really wasn't I was hurt, don't get me wrong, I was hurt, but it was kind of whatever, I'm gonna go on about the rest of my life. This tattoo right here, you can kind of see, says "Too Beautiful for Earth." I got this for that pregnancy. Because, I don't know, it still took a part of me, it was in me, so, yeah. Like I said, this video is going to be all over the place, yeah, it's just going to be a mess. So, after the miscarriage, I started drinking again, but it was way worse. This time, it was kind of nice out, it was springtime, weather was amazing, so we were outside. So you know what outside means? Everyone's, drinking, having fun, so that's what Malia did. Malia was drinking and having fun, 24/7. It was work, get up at 4 o'clock or 3:30, go to work, get out at 12, take a nap, and go to my dad's and, popping bottles, I guess you could say. So that's how I spent my summer. I spent a lot more time with family. Me and my brother, we kind of got a bond that we've never had, like, in a long time. Never really spent that much time with my dad, but after, like, all this happened, like, me and my dad grew closer. Like, I've always been really close to my dad, besides a couple times when I was younger, but it's done and over with. I've always been a daddy's girl, so, like, my dad is, one of my best friends, like, I don't know. So, I've spent a lot of time with my dad. I wasn't really home much, like, I don't know, I was more, like, always out doing something. Like, if I wasn't at work, I was out doing something. And then August 16th, to end, we're still talking about 2022, by the way. August 16th of 2022, me and Anthony had gotten back together. Long story short, kind of seen him at the gas station, needed his help. He was single, but he wasn't, anyways. So I needed his help for something, asked him for his help, went back to my house, he texted me and said, if you want to come over, you can come over. So then, we sat, we talked, and said what we needed to change, just hope and prayed for the best, I guess. And then, yeah, I moved in with him September 5th. It was somewhere around there. I don't know the exact date. And then August 4th, I found out I was pregnant. Yes, I found out I was pregnant again with baby number 2. And I was really happy because, me and Anthony were good. We were back together, living together. So, like, I had good hopes. On April 24th, I experienced something that I didn't experience with my first pregnancy. I woke up, went to the bathroom again. Anthony was at work. And this might be a little TMI, but when I went to the bathroom, there was a blood clot, probably that big. And when I seen it, my heart sank. Like, when I say my heart sank, like, I was devastated. And I didn't want to get my hopes up for it not to be what I thought it was. Like, that whole pregnancy, I was praying up and down, like, please don't let me miscarry. Like, I need this kid. Like, I need it. God had other plans, so I called Anthony, and I was bawling my eyes out, and I had told him. He left work, he came and got me, we went to the emergency room, and they did an ultrasound, and I think I was like a week further along or something like that than my first pregnancy. So, like, if everything was alright, like, I was expecting this ultrasound to look a little different. Like, I was expecting to see a tiny little fetus in the sac, but there was nothing. So Anthony had asked the ultrasound tech if the ultrasound was normal, and she was like, I can't tell you that, your doctor will tell you. So that's really when it set in that I had a miscarriage and my kid is no longer in me. So we sat at the emergency room for a while. I went home and bawled my eyes out for a good 2 hours, I'd say. And then, I had to push it to the side and hope to pray to God that, one day I will have kids, because I asked for testing to be. That was that. So I've had 2 miscarriages so far. Yeah. I got my little, where is he? Come here, Axel. My little, where is he? Mutt. I got him for an emotional support dog on Halloween. So for some reason the camera cut me off. As I was saying, don't mind the dog. He needs a haircut. He goes next weekend for a haircut. When I got him, he was very skittish from his previous owners. I don't know what they did to him, but he's very skittish when he meets new people. He's kind of getting used to a lot of people because we do kind of get a lot of visitors sometimes, but not quite a bit. But he's pretty much used to everybody. Then I was saying, before I realized the camera wasn't recording, ever since I was 18, I wanted to get my own place, but I just didn't see myself paying at least $1,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. That's, no, not gonna happen for me. Not when, no. So, that's, you know, kind of when I moved in with Anthony, and then, in November, I, you know, was looking, like, really, really looking, and I bought our first house together, where we are now. I think I'm gonna make a house tour video. I'm definitely gonna do a clean with me, just so you know we have videos to post. I don't know when we're gonna post. Like, I don't know if we're gonna go into a routine or if we're just gonna, you know, record whenever we feel like picking up the camera. I don't know. Haven't really sat down and talked with him much about this. I just told him that I was gonna make a video, you know, updating you guys what happened in the past 2 years. So yeah, bought our house, you know, we've been living in it since November. Don't know the exact date. I know it was like the beginning of November, I think. Next, we went to a Kid G concert. If you know me, I'm obsessed with fucking Kid G, so you know I had to be there at Kid G, and I'll insert some clips.
Seeing my old friend fishing, still jumping that old barbed wire, gasoline in a big bonfire, kicking up mud on some 35 tires. I'm telling now, come on. My boots still covered in dirt. You can take me around these big old words. Still gonna be that
Of the concert, Logan Michael was there. It was phenomenal. So December 14th, I took a pregnancy test because when I stopped my birth control, like, I was taking a pregnancy test once a month. So, you know, I just wanted to take a pregnancy test. I basically took it for fun, if you want to know the truth. And I forgot about it, so it was sitting on the bathroom counter, I think, when I went back in there, and it was positive. So then I was like, it could be a false positive. So I took the other one, and it was very, very faint. I'll insert pictures of the faint one. So here's a picture of all the pregnancy tests that I took. You could tell all the dye ones were really, really faint. So that's what kind of threw me off. I was like, I don't think I'm pregnant. So pulled up digital, took it, said pregnant. So I told my friend, Anthony was here, but he wasn't in the bathroom with me. And I was already talking to my friend, like, we were already communicating. Like, I was like, girl, look at this test. And so I went into the bedroom and told him, and, you know, he was a little upset because he wasn't the first one, but you know what, he'll get over it. At least I told him, you know. So I'm currently pregnant. I'm 18 weeks today. We find out the gender in 2 weeks. I want boy. Let me rephrase this. I would love a boy, but a healthy baby is all that matters to me. So yeah, I'm 18 weeks today. I did become a stay-at-home dog mom, in case anyone wanted to know, because of Like, I didn't want to risk anything happening this pregnancy because I was like, you know what, third time's a charm. So, here we are, pregnant, living in our own house, living our best life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry this video is all over the place. I just wanted to record something. I'm going to clean my house. So, you guys, there's gonna be 3 videos, for sure that are gonna be up sometime. I know they're not all gonna be up, like, I know I'm dropping this one tonight. But the other 2, I don't know a definite date when I'm dropping those, but they will be soon. So I am gonna record those today. I'm gonna clean my house and go grocery shopping before Anthony gets out, because he gets out at 6. And I will also insert the pictures of the ultrasound of my big-headed baby sticking its tongue out at me, because who are you to stick your tongue out at your mother? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I know half of y'all are gonna roast me. I don't care. Do what you gotta do, boo, because you ain't hurting my feelings. So yeah, comment some video ideas you want us to do. Definitely look out for this summer. There's gonna be some bangers being dropped. A lot of baby content. I have an appointment next week, so I am gonna like do a little vlog for that. Just a regular appointment. It's no ultrasound or anything that I know of. But yeah. So comment some video ideas. Let us know what you want us to post. Yep. So I'm out. Bye.
When I first heard your heartbeat, it had only been 8 weeks. Standing there staring at that screen was the first time you ever